Welcome to DPFA News at 9 with Lily Faber, and I am here today to discuss the idea of, wait for it, democracy. Dun dun dun! What do people think has gone wrong with democracy? Anything? Does it keep its place at the top of being the best form of government? We'll be right back with all the answers.
These are rubber tissues, and they're made so you can get smarter. Really smart. They're sponsored by Nick Rober's brain. And you take them and you blow your nose and all the smartness goes into your brain. All the smartness. More smartness. I'm so smart. You need some. They're so smart. You need some too. Smart, 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 smart.
Rubber tissues, $9 at your local Walmart.
Welcome back. First, let's start with the basics. What is a democracy? Democracy is a form of government in which all eligible citizens participate equally, either directly or indirectly through elected representatives. I was given an article by an intelligent individual whose name rhymes with Banderson. In this article, I found that there are things that I agree with, but also things that I do not agree with. The article states, democracies are on average richer than non-democracies. I believe that democracies, on average, are wealthier than the non-democracies. South Korea, for example, and the US. It says more fundamentally, democracy lets people speak their minds and shape their own children's futures. That so many people in so many different parts of the world are prepared to risk much of this idea is a testimony to its enduring appeal. I agree with this. It is also a big reason why people fight for democracy, because it lets them control their own way of life and their children's lives. What I do not agree with. Democracy's global advance has come to a halt, and that it may even go in reverse. What? This is something I disagree with, because the article also states that 40%, that's almost 40% of the world's population live in countries that hold a free and fair. Now, let's use South Korea as an example. South Korea has experienced rapid economic growth in the last 4 decades and has become a high-tech industrialized society. GDP per capita in the 1960s was comparable to that of third world countries. But with the economic reforms throughout the 70s and the 80s, South Korea has become the world's 12th largest economy. Their GDP stands at $1.666 trillion and $33,200 per capita. A little background on South Korea, however. After World War II, Korea was divided. The Soviet Union took control of the northern half, and the U.S. took control of the south. A democracy was established in 1948, and since then the stability of all South Korea has increased. South Korea, after the Korean War, faced no more violence. Since the 1950s, it has been able to keep a stable democratic rule with peaceful transitions of power. Society is stable. Infant mortality rate is 4.01 deaths and 1,000 live births, and life expectancy is 79.99 years. That's impressive. Now let's move on to the big question we've all been waiting for. Is democracy in trouble? Is it still the most effective form of government? With the evidence provided and what I've said, I do not believe that democracy is in trouble because it is still the most effective form of government. People will always fight for democracy because it is the form of government that will benefit them the most. Look at how much South Korea has benefited from it. Every form of government is going to have their ups and their downs, but the thing about democracy is that it has the most ups and the least downs. As of now, it keeps its place as the best political idea the world has to offer, and so on for the foreseeable future. This has been Lily Faber on DPFA. Thank you for your time.